So now it is high time for us to move to the second item on the checklist, which is OpenAI ChatGPT. So here we are going to set up the personal GPT assistant. How that work? Let's jump in. So over here you see we are onto something called openai.com. Let me just retype it. Here we go to products, and on products you have something called API login. Now on API login we have two choices. One is ChatGPT, second is API. If you click here, you will land on the existing or default ChatGPT where you can just type in with GPT, chat with them. Second is called API. So API is important because we are going to build an automation and we want ChatGPT to work automatically with other modules, be it Google Sheet or something else, right? So let's dive into API. Now here you will see the dashboard something like this. You can choose your respective account and then projects and so on. Then move to dashboard. Over here on dashboard you will see something called assistants. So currently I built so many assistants over here. Let's say, let me just click on create again and let's start building this assistant. So over here we have this assistant ID. I can simply put a name over here. So I'll say personal outreach assistant. Yep. Let me open this into playground. Now over here I have just defined this name since I already have one. So I'm just putting it V2 version 2. Then we can put any sort of instructions and it's all upon you what you wanted to build or you wanted to this GPT to be done. So for example, I can say you are going to write personal email and SMS outreach to my business prospect. I'm going to give you information like their name, email, then it can be designation, company name, and a short brief about them. You will have to pitch our product and services in a very gentle way and do not be a sales, I'm just writing it, cheap sales guy, or do not try to push the sales. Just your goal is to book a meeting. The email, the SMS, text should be max 140 characters, else it's going to take more credits on your other things, right? So this is ready for us. Here we can choose what model we want. It's ChatGPT 4.0, 4.0 mini, turbo 4 and so on. So currently I'm selecting GPT 4.0. Now you can train this GPT with your business information. That's super important. So what we can do is we can attach certain files and it can refer to this file search as well. So currently I'm just going here and what I can do, so let me just go to my computer. I have something called the gross tax presentation, right? So this is the entire presentation, what all things we do and so on. So I can simply drag it here and drop. So this file is added, as well as what I can do is, let me go to my LinkedIn and let's go here. Let's go to the profile, go more, save a PDF. So this will get me all my profile information on LinkedIn as well, right? So let's dive in and check if I can drag it here. Yes, I can. Perfect. So I uploaded two information about my business and myself, so GPT can consider while it's writing that SMS or that email outreach. Yep. And the one last thing you have to do is something called, you can put the response format as JSON object, because we are going to generate multiple things over here like SMS text, the HTML of email text, plain text, and the subject line. So they should be mapped properly, and the JSON object is a required thing. So this is how we are establishing our personalized ChatGPT assistant, which can be used inside any API call. And that's it. Like in case if you wanted to just play with the temperature or with the top P, so you can do that, but the default settings are recommended, so don't touch them. And yeah, that's it. Just don't forget to turn on this file search. So that is done. Now we have our GPT assistant ready. In case if you want, you can just test it here in the playground. So for example, let's say I put in the information Manish, email is as manish@grosstax.com, and we had something called here short description, right? So let's just give it short description and let's see what it responds to. So this is gone, and now it is working on retrieval of this basic information, so it can run through it. So subject line is here, exploring potential collaboration of brand awareness and lead generation. and this is the entire line. And then obviously we have a couple of more things to be working on. So here it's generating everything. Currently we did not give a company name, so it is not taking any company name as such. It's your company. However, we can also curate this using some sort of a prompt, or I can just modify it here as well. Do not leave any place holders in the final output. If you do not have information, then ignore the field and output. Yep, that's it. So we have updated our prompt, and this is how it's going to run and create the entire thing over here. So and also you can see the token consumption also indicated over here. So how much tokens is going to consume. It all depends upon really important, it's all depend upon what kind of information or how heavy information you put in here on this files, because this information will also get along with the prompts. So be cautious, be aware about like how much information you wanted to put about your company. And this is how it can just run through or create this entire email. Now you can also modify it, like just create a few lines email, or maybe 2 line, 3 line, max 100 words and so on. So this kind of configurations can be done right across. So you are feel free to just modify everything here on the instructions, as well as we can also curate the prompt when we are going to map all the real data right from Google Sheet into this GPT module. So that we are going to do in the next session.